stream delay and such. Like, oh, there we go. We are off to the races. Quite literally. Early bomb charm find. That'll be quite nice. Hopefully our racers do remember it if they attempt any shop kills, shrine bombs, etc. and don't end up bombing some of the items that they want. So this would be, okay, not a nice teleport. We can potentially, let's see, you hear me already resetting to see if we're going to, oh no, that bomb not quite in range of the blood shop there. So we're just gonna give it another go and see if we can, oh, I think GPA just skipped it essentially. But, oh, and look at this, there's extra bombs out of that crate and barrel room, and we get the lock shop open with the same bomb. Now that's value. It's looking like a decent lock shop. Meanwhile, Yaramy able to successfully carry off that blood shop kill without exploding the items, in this case being the obsidian crossbow. Very rare. If we find a pawnbroker, we're rich, baby. At any rate, if Yaramy is able to get into the same locked shop, those ballet shoes should prove quite useful for this obsidian crossbow. Of course, we don't have the money for it, nor for the strength torch, which is even better and, you know, helpful for pretty much any build. But looks like we're just gonna skip out on it. Or maybe are we going to Leprechaun and then have some money for this? Not able to Leprechaun too much since we have a high damage weapon and not a lot of leg room. But we do have enough money now to buy both of those items if we should wish. There is an arena on 1-3, which GPA has located, and as well as a titanium longsword, which is quite nice. Oh, and the arena has a dash spell. Immediately dashes into damage, which breaks the crown of teleportation, and interesting, we're killing the shopkeeper for armor, and that's it. That's all. Okay. Well, you know, that's a new thing I learned today. I don't know if you can actually get back into the arena at this stage, but it's essentially allows GPA to skip the arena fight. Big brain play, question mark? Sure. Meanwhile, Yaramy's high damage crossbow able to make quick work of the dragon, and Yaramy's actually down to death metal already, not having stopped for any browsings in this, the arena. GPA not far behind, and able to use the throwing charm to good effect, being able to snag the death metal himself, both coming and going, and finds a bomb spell, which is really nice with the bomb charm. We've just got an infinite, maybe slowly recharging, but infinite source of those large bombs. There is a glass shop, and it looks like GP was thinking about taking that armor, but changes their mind at the last moment. After all, we're not running any glass, so that chainmail probably has more long-term usefulness. Now this reloading on a crossbow, of course, is a bit of a slow pain, but the piercing attack does come in a lot helpful for taking care of all these armored skeletons. And that means Yaramy is down to our Zone 2 boss, King Konga, a few steps ahead of GPA, but not very far. Let's see. The ballet shoes are just such a nice synergy. It's nice that they're able to grab that after farming up. We've got a pulse spell out of purple for both racers, and GP is actually going to skip on that because GP already has two spells, two very handy spells indeed. It looks like Yaramy actually missed out on the bomb spell as well, which was something that GPA had picked up in Zone 2. Interesting. Really appreciating the utility of the ballet shoes, allowing Yaramy to drop beats for enemies here. And oh, there was chicken in that crate, which Yaramy just exploded while getting the floor door open. And Yaramy is only at 1.5 hearts, but does not stop to take the chicken. Oh no, we have a commercial break for GPA. This is too OP. Okay, heavy glass for Yaramy. Not the best armor, but it's not too bad. The Ring of Charisma, although a rather underwhelming conjure, did allow Yaramy to get that heavy glass instead of being stuck on either a gi or normal glass. So it's still like a bit of an upgrade. Let's see. Now, oh, here's another chicken, as if the seed is being like, hey, just in case you change your mind, it looks like we're not going to eat it. We're going to leave the bloodroom behind and just go, oh no, horizontal blue dragon, I hate this. Okay, we're able to get out of range, I think. The goblin coming in from nowhere. Okay, pulse spell able to help Yaramy out of that situation a bit, but still kind of entangled and having to navigate the ice slides a bit. But we are down to deep blues here with just one hit of armor off of our heavy glass. And GPA still in ad purgatory. It's been going on forever. I think I have grown and aged 10 years. Yaramy maybe stopping a moment to screen watch, but perhaps doesn't see anything particularly interesting, just goes on without checking the deep blues chest. All right, GPA is back. We're both in zone 4 here. Now, the bomb charm does not protect you from external explosions, so we still got to dodge those goblin bombers. And the piercing of the crossbow should come in helpful for these blade masters here. Although it looks like GPA has 5 million bombs, approximate estimate. So, you know, all we gotta do is just stick them down. Oh, don't get gooed though. Oh no, ah. Now, GPA still has some cookies left, but we're heading down to 4-3 on GPA's side, having taken a lead during that ad break. And we do, dashing directly into a mess of nightmare darkness, and there was even goo that could have been there. Ooh, no, all this goo. Okay, we're good. GPA is down to our Zone 4 boss, Fortissimo. We're looking okay for health. We've still got extra cookies in our pocket, should we need them. Yaramy about a floor behind. Without the sort of multi-enemy hits and with the slow reloads, I guess even the piercing can't save quite enough time. Oof, good use of pulse though to clear out some of those enemies more quickly in that mess over there. In the meantime, GP in zone 5, still with a pretty good health situation, even using a blood dash there. The cookies plus the crown of thorns should be plenty of health for safety purposes. And that's Yaramy down to zone 5 as well. Also eating some cookies on the way. Good use of dashes, and that pain actually really helping as well with the crowds of zone 5 enemies. Did take a bit of a smack there from the electro ball, but we're okay. We do have armor. Yaramy notably does not have any armor whatsoever. Didn't stop for real armor after the glass broke. We could just, are we using this gigantism for something, or are we just leaving the cookies behind for reasons? Okay. At any rate, GP is down to Deadwinger. Let's see, pain, I don't know if that's going to make a difference here. Should be fine. Okay, all right, we are able to Oblivion successfully without any snags or issues, and we're down to Necrodancer for the adventure of the Gaming Pro, and we have this delicious large bombs, of which we still have so many, and we're off to phase 2 of the Necrodancer as Yaramy heads down to Deadwinger. And let's see, a couple hits down, looking okay. Dorian's on the flail, which can sometimes be a little bit silly if you accidentally fling enemies at your daughter. But it looks like we're going to be handling that just fine, no issues. There goes the Necrodancer's last heart. Dorian's going to hop down those stairs for us, and the first loot goes to GamingProsAdventure. Alrighty. Okay, so Yaramy saves the Giantism scroll for the Necrodancer fight. And was that a... Okay. I I cannot tell what was actually the final blow there. It might have just been killing himself for the next race to start. But it's looking like a pretty nice set of seed icons that I'm seeing here. Shovel of Strength, Shopkeeper Familiar, Piercing. Looks like a bit of a score seed, honestly, but those items are good for any kind of run, really. Sorry about that, that should be back. There's a funny sort of almost symmetricalness to this seed, but not quite. I think if it had been 226922 or something, but just a little bit off. Okay, we're down to our second race of the set. Immediate cracked wall on GPA's side. Gonna take a look around to see if we can find some resources. We do have a chest mimic with lead boots. I love that. Yaramy going to miss both the cracked wall and the lead boots. Is GPA going to check that cracked wall or just head down? Looking around for more resources, it looks like. There is a mystery shrine on 1-2, and it looks like we are taking both, or even going to stop and bomb for the holster. Nice. It's a broadsword, it looks like, obsidian broadsword, if I'm not mistaken. And GPA is going to bomb into the blood shop after resetting. It looks like maybe there was a bad teleport and we're just deciding to just buy the items and call it a day. Spiked ears and chainmail, good pickups, you know. And Yaramy's also picking up a arena with blast helm on 1-3, which is quite juicy indeed. There's also an apple in the 1-3 shop if we want to pick that up. And we're fine on Yaramy's side. We have a carrot, it's like sweet. Okay. It looks like GP actually is going to just bomb the shrine for the mystery ring and head down to 1-3 with a base spear. The mystery ring is frost, okay. Oh, but Yaramy, of course, having not stopped to get any of that, is already into our zone 2, as GPA actually picks the fireball spell out of the arena, wants to keep those spiked ears for the damage up. There's a reflect shield in the 2-1 shop, which, again, another tasty item. Maybe we can see a funny Dead Ringer fight if we carry it all the way to the end. Yeah, so let's see. Yeah, GPA just going to heal up with that 1-3 shop and head down to Death Metal, as Yaramy is already halfway through zone 2 here. The fireball spell does immediately come in helpful though, and that could also make a difference in zones 3 and 4 as we're dealing with enemies bearing down on us with shields, ice, etc. Let's see. Although in GPA's case, with the lead boots, ice is not going to be a problem. I don't think we have enough money for the reflect shield there, so GP is going to hop on down to 2-2 as Yaramy enters our zone 2 boss, Coral Riff. And with a broadsword, which they both have, GPA's is titanium, slightly more reliable, but less peak damage. And oh, GPA lost the spiked ears at some point during that zone 2, which is a shame. Now that passing up on the blast helm is really a bit of a shame at this point. Will we stop for the leprechaun? Yes, we will. Okay. Always a bit funny to see it just frozen there. Alrighty, now GPA is entering our Zone 2 boss while Yaramy works through Zone 3. Does not have the lead boots from that chest in the mix, so does have to be a little more careful in these ice slimed climbs, but should be just fine. And there is a glass shop, maybe with, no, we're not going to bother even checking. Okay, we're happy with these. Oh, there's glass shoes though. And oh, we're actually leaving the blast dome behind. Interesting. We do have on Yaramy's side a, what is it, approximately floor lead. Maybe Yaramy is just confident that the advantage of the blast dome won't be necessary, and just wants the safety of the Crown of Thorns in comparison. Now with those glass slippers, Yaramy should be safe to, oh, that's very nice though, speaking of safety, magic drumstick and a fireball torch. So even though Yaramy doesn't have the fireball spell that GPA does, we do still have a source of fireballs, and GPA forgetting the lead boots for a moment there, stopping to wait on the ice. Alrighty, Yaramy down to our Zone 3 boss, which is a mole. Let's see. GPA has, of course, shortened the lead between the two of them slightly, and so Yaramy is just skipping the chest and diving face first straight into Zone 4. Without the blast helm, we're going to have to be a little more careful about those goblin bombers, but as long as we can keep the glass slippers alive, we don't have to worry about goo over much. Losing the leprechaun though, so black bats are going to be potentially an issue. I mean, individually you can deal with them, sure, but oof. Okay, we still have the glass slippers, we're good. But you know, when you have random moving bloodthirsty black bats coming at you within a swarm of enemies, it's not a great time. Okay, there go the glass slippers. There go a couple of hearts of health. Almost bombing the titanium rapier there, but stepping on it and saving it just in time. We do have to be a little more careful of goo now. But we should be fine, taking this exit room carefully and precisely, and down to 4-3 for Yaramy as GPA is still fighting through 4-1. Now the lead boots that GPA has aren't going to be breaking no matter how many hits that GPA takes, so no fear of goo on his side. But oh, yeah, there we go. That is the correct timing for the automatic spike trap. Alrighty, and that's 4-3 scotched for Yaramy, and down to deep blues. I don't think we have enough damage to make this super quick. Yeah, the king ends up teleporting away, and then you end up having to fight through all the pieces anyway, or at least most of them, but if we can corner him, alright. I think someone told me once that having to chase the king down can be a lot slower than just fighting your way through the pieces normally, but I don't know enough about deep blues. It's a very complicated boss for me. Now, the thing is, if GPA can make it up the center, the Ring of Frost will prevent the king from teleporting and make that a pretty quick fight, as we just see there. Alrighty. Yaramy down to 5-2 as GPA just enters Zone 5. So, you know, keeping and indeed expanding the lead, if only we had kept, I think, the blast helm, that would be another way of solidifying it. But I mean, I can understand like the logic of keeping more safety in the terms of health, so you're not, you know, getting deathed while your opponent just happily catches up. In terms of health, though, Yaramy is looking pretty good. Got a potion on board as well as, you know, 3.5 hearts. Is able to do the funny reflect shield kill on Dead Ringer. I am so satisfied. GP is just going to do some ordinary Oblivion strats in order to dispatch Dad. But Yaramy is just about to begin phase 2 of Necrodancer as GPA enters the arena. I'm not sure if setting up how much time does setting up a reflect shield kill actually save compared to like Oblivion, for example. I don't know. I'm sure somebody's actually gone and worked at the timings. At any rate, Yaramy's on the last hit for the Necrodancer while... Oh no! GPA got frozen and smacked to death. There were some bad teleports for Yaramy, but it would have taken more than bad teleports to save that after GPA went down. So second loot goes to Yaramy. We're tied up 1-1. Love to see even races always. We have seen a trend. I know it's only been 2 races, but as we head into the third, the current trend so far is that the times have gotten faster. So is it like one of those YouTube videos where it's like every time they X, it speeds up? And we're going to see like a 7-minute time in the third race? Okay, that looks correct. CMC's on both sides. Seems fairly defensive. Heavy glass, I think, is that the obsidian shield and a 2-range weapon. So hopefully this foretells a safe seed for our racers. And we're off. Third and final race of the set. Immediate Shrine Mimic and Cracked Wall. We've got a gun, folks! And a Ring of Might right out of the barrel. We're looking pretty interesting here. Not those. Bloodshop is unexciting in comparison. Yaramy's just gonna buy the Monkey's Paw and go. And nice little torch, bit of quality of life. I think GPA tried to throw for that Bloodshop kill and probably got a bad teleport out of it because we haven't reset on GPA's side. Ooh, it is satisfying to just blast away an entire cave of bats. Okay, actually GPA did a little more exploring after resetting and finds a 3-pack of bombs. So we could kill that Bloodshot safely if we wanted to, but it's not really worth killing for, so understandable. Just gonna get through this bat cave and go. There's a shove shield in the is that 1-2 or 1-3 shop? But it looks like Yaramy is probably not going to go back for it. As funny as that would be. Ooh, why is GPA at half a heart? I did not see what happened there. Yaramy is fighting the boss trapdoor. Our first boss is King Konga. I'm a little concerned about GPA's health, but hopefully we can get through Konga safely and find ourselves either some, regen or something else that'll make things a little safer. And no, I don't mean a Squega suit, because that does not help if you are only at half a heart. Yaramy also took a ding there, but was able to flawless the Konga fight. Onyx Trident, it's fine, I guess. You can throw it. I'm a fan of throwables. There's a potion there. How nice. If we had killed the Bloodshop, we would have a way to get in here. But it looks like Yaramy, who also didn't find the bomb pack, is just gonna have to see if we can wrangle this dragon up here. Gonna have to open a lot of extra rooms to do that, but it looks like we can get that open. Awesome. And Onyx, it laughs at high health enemies. We can just stand still and slap them a couple of times. Alrighty-o. And GPA with those extra bombs. Oh, there was actually an explosive mushroom on the other side, but we can't see ahead without a stronger torch. Okay, alrighty. Ooh, a bit of a tangly 2-1 was it? And I think Yeah, okay. This nightmare is going to dig through for GPA there into the same tangly exit room. And, oh, yaramy down to fortissimo. And it can get a little bit nasty if your snaggy weapon gets tangled up in the ads from the side. But yaramy was able to handle that just fine. And is actually going to go for the obsidian broadsword out of black there. Oh, GPA popping the potion. We are potionless here. But the dash, again, could help out a lot. Dash really was great for GPA during the first race. There's a key on yaramy side. We could use that as transmute or transmog fodder, but I think there's just too many enemies. We're just gonna jump in that trapdoor and go. And GPA actually does not have a shovel upgrade, and we're gonna just bomb into the transmog. With that plate mail, I assume we're not going to be touching our armor, but shovel of courage. There we go. And GPA actually did not check black on the fortissimo and went for keeping the blunderbuss. So gun run, given the audience what they want to see, and by the audience I mean me. Okay, there are some bombs there for yaramy, which, oof, hello Minotaur, which will be quite necessary. Oh, it's only a 1 bomb drop. Oh, that's a pity. Yaramy looking kind. Oh, that was Coles there. Ouch, ouch, ouch. We still do have the potion and a magic carrot, but oh, and the throwing charm again doing its thing with death metal. Always nice to have that pierce guaranteed, especially when it's DM3 with all those beetles around. Oh, and now we have a titanium cat. Now, if GPA were to screen watch and see that and decide to go for the cat, I cannot but respect that. Of course, the gun's piercing properties also come in handy for the death metal fight. We don't need to throw it for that. And the shopkeeper fiddler is going to help bring GPA back up. Oh, yeah, we're going with the cat. Totally fair. Gun runs can only last so long. You don't have goo boots, yaramy? Alrighty. Not going to bother checking that correct. Well, I didn't think. Oh, this is so many blade masters. I don't like this. Oh, we gotta get out of here. Alright, good throw. Oh, we're down to our last half heart before that potion goes on yaramy's side. For a moment, I thought GP was about to take a telemarketing while next to the exit room. Surely not, no. Okay. Scoot around. Oh, nice dash to kill the sarcophagus and get closer to the exit stairs. Seeing good use of those stairs dashes as well from GPA. And we are taking some hits as GPA tries to catch up to yaramy. But this is the Blade Master Swarm that also almost killed yaramy. And unlike yaramy, GPA does not have a potion and is in fact down on 1 heart without... Oh no! I think that was a Warlock teleport into damage, if I read that correctly. Oh dear. Okay. I mean, I think that was just... Yeah, ouch is right, Andy. I think what happened was that GPA was also trying to juggle the mental mathematics of keeping that gold pile on the floor so that I didn't change the title. Oh dear, okay. Well, if I swap back to my Twitch tab right now, it's going to blank out the stream. So it's just going to be an incorrect title. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Let's see. At any rate, yaramy's having an okay zone 5 of it. We've got, we don't have our potion anymore, but we do still have a couple of hearts. And if we slow play this, we should be okay for Deadringer, as long as we don't take any dunks. All right, looks like we're doing the scoots, which should be fine. Yeah, they sure do get everywhere, yeah. And I don't think Yaramy has enough bombs. Am I just misreading it? Okay, I'm just misreading it. I thought it said that Yaramy had 1 bomb, but it looks like Yaramy had 3 and was able to get into the stage without having to do the puzzles of the butt. So as long as we don't see anything silly happen, which silly things sometimes happen in this game. But, you know, since, oh, nice loot throw as well. Not too bad. Okay. Able to take down the Necrodancer without issue is Yaramy, taking the 3rd loot to round this out. And that is the set.